Amidst global turbulence triggered by the US tariffs, uncertainty looms over every major economy. But China is charting its own course. In a bold response to US dependence on key Chinese exports, Beijing declared on Tuesday that China will trade with more friends rather than throwing punches.
面对外部的不确定
In the face of external uncertainties, China will insist on joining hands rather than throwing punches, tearing down walls instead of building barriers, connecting instead of decoupling. We will continue to expand the circle of trade friends, become a stronger magnet for investment, develop with high quality and open to the outside world at a high level to inject more stability and positive energy into the world economy.
China's move is seen as a direct counter to President Trump's steep tariffs, some as high as 145% on Chinese goods. With Washington eyeing further probes into pharma and semiconductor imports over national security concerns, Beijing has hit back by halting deliveries of Boeing aircraft. This move is expected to raise maintenance costs for jets flying in the country. On the other hand, US President Donald Trump accused China and Vietnam of conspiring to undermine the United States after Chinese President Xi Jinping met with Vietnamese President Nguyen Quoc on Tuesday and signed 45 agreements to boost bilateral ties. After his Vietnam visit, Xi, who is on Southeast Asia tour to strengthen regional ties, reached Malaysia on Tuesday. As US reciprocal tariffs continue to trigger global concern, French Prime Minister Prasar Bharati warned on Tuesday that Trump's tariff has shattered trust around the world.
The consequences of this episode will necessarily be long term, since, as you know, the economy works on two principles which have both been impacted by the decisions of the US president: trust in a certain number of intangible rules known by everyone, and the idea that economic progress travels through borders for the betterment of all consumers and producers.
However, as the global markets reel from the fallout of mounting tariff driven turbulence, the US has begun easing pressure, pausing duties on key tech goods, and signing relief for the auto sector. Still, it remains to be seen which direction this policy shift will ultimately take. Rabindra Chauhan for DD India.